recording?
We're recording.
Okay. Here we go.
Yep.
Hey guys, Terry here.
I'm Brian, and today on the Forest Farm project, we're going to be changing out the door track motor on the window here so that I can roll my window down on the way to work because it's getting hot and
He's crying like a baby every time I go down the road because like in the mornings I open the window and I'm like, God, it feels good out here this morning. I got my arm out the window, I'm sticking my head out there and feeling the cool breeze, and he's like, you beep, beep, beep.
He says he doesn't know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. My window won't roll down. Yeah. So we're going to be working on this today.
And by the way, this is a 99 F150, and we bought this thing for Brian brand new when he was in high school. But anyway, okay, we don't know exactly what we're doing here, but there's a screw behind here from what we understand, so this is supposed to come off, and I've never done this, but we're fixing to find out. Oh yeah, it's either broke or coming off. It came off. So there's some metal clips there that pop in there. That's simple enough.
Let's see the clips.
Metal clip, hole.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. So that screw right there has got to come out. That's why we removed that last panel. So we got to take that screw out, and this has got to come off. And I'm not 100% sure about it, but it's also got those similar metal clips. Let's see what happens here. Hey, that was easy. Oh, pop a clip up there. The bottom side slides in. If you try and pop the back side of it towards the handle, you're gonna break that off. Good thing I didn't do that. That thing slides up under here. Can you see that?
Yep.
And then this metal clip goes in that slot. So to slide it back, you just go boom, tilt it down, boom. Simple enough. I'm glad I didn't try to pry the back up first. We'd have broke it off.
Yeah.
That's a good point to make. Okay, I'm not sure how these come off.
Looks like right here.
You think? Go ahead. Hey, that's
there
a
we
good
go.
boy.
And right, pull up. There we go.
I knew I kept him around for something. So we got that off. That seems simple enough.
Okay, we need a screwdriver to get that guy off.
There, wait.
Or just use your fingers.
Brute strength. So.
That's just a bunch of plastic clips.
Plastic
Be careful when
clips.
removing that.
Pop, 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 pop. I used my fingers. Ah, there's a little slot for a screwdriver right there. So it was in there like that.
And there's a slot there for a screwdriver.
There's a slot right there where a screwdriver would go in.
Or just use your fingers.
And pry it out, pull it off. But if you got fingers made of steel like the Iron Man here, so that's off.
Now you need a Phillips screwdriver.
Phillips screwdriver there too?
Yep.
Okay, where's the Phillips screwdriver? In the back?
Yeah,
In the back.
Pouch.
Here, you hold these.
Will do.
There's no Phillips screwdriver in there. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So let's see if we can get this panel apart. Could have used a battery drill.
That's way too easy.
Oh yeah. I better set. Ooh, you know
Here,
what?
I'll take it.
Where's our? This came with a channel lock set we bought, tool set, and you see that screw? It stays right there, so you can stick this on the side of your car, whatever you want to do, and it's going to hold screws or whatever. Okay, let's get this screw out of this panel here. So here's the door handle. I'm going to take this one out, and I'm taking this off anyway, but I would say I don't want to drop that screw.
Yeah, I would say not.
So, ooh, I should have had a magnet.
Big chubby fingers.
Yep. And stick it right there. It's there till we get ready to use it.
Push the door lock down so you don't break it when you take this off.
Okay, now let's see how this works. I'm not sure, but it's supposed to come off. Ah.
There you go. Now remember, there's a light still we hadn't disconnected here.
Where's the light? Oh, this running light.
Yeah.
Door light. Access light, I guess, or whatever. So anyway, you see I just pulled up on the panel, and I grabbed down. Here's a fat side to the bottom of the panel. You can get your fingers under, and under here, and just pull up. I mean, it was no force at all. Of course, I do have superhuman strength.
Yeah.
So, you know, my superhuman strength makes it much easier, but I'm sure the rest of you can probably do this. Twist, see what happens. There you go.
Quarter turn, pops out.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have a light bulb hanging there on.
Unless we disconnect the battery.
Man, that was easy. That was too easy. And here, this door panel has a bunch of holes. That's really nice. And then these here little connectors, these things slide. You know, this one went in that hole. This one down here went in that hole. So you're just gonna push the panel back into the truck, slide it down. When you put it back, I guess. Nothing to it.
Okay.
Now,
Got to pull that protective sheeting off.
Yeah.
I can tell you're sad about that.
Well, actually, I thought it was going to tear all to pieces, but it's got super sticky stuff, and all it's 20 years old, and it's still sticky. So I'm going to be able to lay this out. I'll just lay it on the hood, and we'll be able to put it back on there. Man, that is super sticky. I cannot believe that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Ford, you did a good job. Thank you very much. If I can get this off here.
As he says that, it's going to tear.
Nah, it's not going to tear. It's doing good. Is that going to come under that speaker, or is it going to have to be cut loose? I think that speaker
It's around
has
it.
to come out anyway. Oh, man. Is it around it? On that side, though? This side's trapped, isn't it? Yeah, down in here, I think it's pinched. Oh, well. Stick this back up here temporarily with that really super sticky stuff.
And 1/4-inch nut driver.
1/4-inch nut driver.
It's in my bucket.
Of course. We're electrical contractors, of course, and we carry this bucket around and we throw tools in like we've been working, all the scraps. Comes in real handy, just whatever you might have that you want. Wire nut bag, some receptacles, all kind of junk. So, 1/4-inch nut driver, this should do the trick. Hey, it's coming out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I don't want to lose these screws. What am I going to do? Boom. They're going to be there till we get ready to use them. Now let's see how the speaker disconnects. I don't want to make a hole in it. Looks like right there. There's a little tab on towards the rear of the truck. Push in.
There
Boom.
you go.
Man, that was easy. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
There you go. And that speaker's got a grill over it. We should be okay setting it in here in the truck. Now, back to the super duper sticky stuff. Now, I say this is great, but I got to get it lined back up when I put it back. That's the fun part.
That's why I like being behind the camera most of the time.
This actually is spectacular, because all I could think was, I knew there was going to be some kind of thermal seal in here, you know, for the vehicle, and I've seen them, I've took a few apart in the past on old cars, and it would be paper or something that just, you literally had to tear it, and then what are you going to do, tape it back in there? That's probably not the best scenario. That's sticky, you can see, look at my finger. It's holding it up by my finger. Let me stick it back on. I mean, it's on there. So good stuff.
Yep.
Put this on the hood of the truck, I guess.
Sticky side up.
Why you want to do that? Okay. Now, here's the bad boy we want to replace, this motor unit. Let's see.
It's riveted in.
Yes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rivets. Look and see if there's anything else here. Got a bolt here. That bolt doesn't seem to be part of it, does it? No. So.
This bolt and that bolt.
Oh yeah, 2 bolts, 6 rivets.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully this thing comes out of that hole.
So we got to screw these back in.
No, we're gonna have to put bolts back in there.
We have no bolts.
Didn't it come with them?
No.
It didn't come with bolts?
No.
Let me go get the package and we'll look at it and see.
I do believe a trip to the hardware store is in order.
Okay, let's see what we got here. You already cut this tape loose, didn't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to
You're
come
opening
off.
the wrong side.
No. You just don't want it to come loose.
We don't let him out
There we
very
go.
often.
It's got stuck back. Okay.
Yeah, no bolts.
No bolts! This says tools recommended. Remove, remove, disconnect, disconnect. Remove, window regulator maybe. Remove the window regulator. Use silicone spray. Install the new window assembly via access holes and attach with the hardware. There is no hardware with it. So it says with the hardware.
No, it says attach the...
Yes, it says with the hardware. Well, that would indicate to me they have hardware. We're going to the store. We'll be back. So we're about to go to the store and buy the screws we need to mount this thing with, and we got to thinking, you know, we assume the motor's not working. There could be a wiring problem or something else, or button problem. So hey, there's a hole right here. Anyway, we're going to plug this bad boy in and just give it a little bump and see if it works. Where's it plug in at?
Right down here.
Okay, plug that thing in there.
Let's flip it over. Okay. Hold on, put a key in.
Key in there, see if it works. We got no button.
Oop. Turn that key back off for a second.
Yeah. Which one is it? That one?
It's the up down.
One towards the back?
Yes.
Wait, this is what? That's the lock. That goes that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the
This one right here.
Push.
There we go.
Now wait, let me get the fingers out of the way. I don't want to get them crushed.
Yep.
Okay, give it a little bump. See what it does. Hey, it works. Well, that pretty much clarifies the fact that we thought we had a bad motor, and we did.
Hold on. There's a
clip right there.
Yeah, where's my screwdriver? There it is.
Okay, here's how you remove this switch.
When you disconnect this harness or the switch, there is a little piece you got. Hold on. Now pull it out.
Okay.
You gotta lift it quite
lift
high.
that little tab right there up. It catches on this little tit right there or whatever, knob. So when it goes in there, it's caught on that. You have to remove it, or you might break the connector and have to buy a new one, or put some connectors in there. I'd rather do it right.
Yep.
Okay, we're going back to the store. Somebody obviously got the hardware for
Off
this
to the
thing.
hardware store. We'll get some screws. We'll be back with you shortly.
So we're at the parts store, and looks like that kit did not come with mounting hardware. It says use these existing hardware, which you can't do because it's rivets. There are 2 nuts here that we're going to have to take off, but then there's 6 rivets that hold this thing in. So we're going to drill a rivet out, see what size bolt we need, pick bolts up while we're here. It's not a big deal. We can send it back. Somebody may have took the parts because the bag was ripped open, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. 6 bolts is not that much money, a whole lot less hassle, and we can get this window fixed so he quits crying about how hot he is over there. So let's see what we got to do here. I have no clue what size drill to use for a particular rivet.
How about what size bit?
That too, bit. Smart ass. I want to guesstimate and say that's probably close. Where's that? Get the track.
A quarter 20 will go through it.
Okay, that way we know we're within the range.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit that is smaller than the hole that's going to be in the bracket that mounts on the back here. That way the hole in this is probably the same
You can look
hole.
here and see what size
Same
that
size.
hole is.
Is that what it was basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're less than that. Okay, I don't know if we can drill this out or not. It's got a steel pin in there. I'm not a rivet driller. There's a motor behind this one, which I don't think
Motor's
is an issue.
bad anyway.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drill up here first because it's nothing behind it. Hopefully,
I'll open that door all the way.
this will not go and hit the other side of the car, so. I don't think I can drill this thing like this, but we're gonna
It's on hammer drill.
Yeah, it helps put it on drill. And there's gonna be a diesel running, so there we go.
Nothing to it.
I got through the rivet, but it's not coming out yet. So I probably could have used a larger bit. Let's see if I can just... So I don't know if you can hear me. I got through the rivet, obviously. But I didn't drill a big enough hole to make the rivet come out. So we think I should go to a bigger size?
I guess, yeah, the next
Yeah, let's
one
do
up.
that. Again, we're not highly experienced in rivets, but what we are experienced in is cobbling and figuring out what the hell to do to make things work.
That's it.
So
Anything we can to save a buck.
we'll experiment on this one. Worst case scenario, if we mess up one hole, not the end of the world. I don't know if this will work now.
go.
Got that bad boy out of there. That looks like about the right size. I need a pair of pliers. So the rivet is stuck on this bit, and I am going to back it out, hopefully.
There we go.
There we go. Now we can kind of get an idea. That's about the right size we need.
Yep.
So actually what we're going to do is run in there and try and find the bolt that's the right size for this hole, and then when we drill these out, we'll have our 6 bolts. We'll get some lock nuts, I guess, washers, and
Be good to go.
I'll probably just bolt some lock nuts. Yeah, we don't even need washers. It looks like it'd be a pretty snug fit.
Yep.
We'll see.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Yep. Well, we're back. We went to the auto parts store, and apparently that kit doesn't come with the hardware to install it. In the instructions it says use existing hardware, which would indicate like this nut and this nut are existing hardware. Well, unfortunately, with these 6 rivets that hold this unit in, once you drill them out to get the motor out, you can't reuse them. So we thought, well, we'll just buy more rivets. That'll be a whole lot easier than nuts and bolts. So these are about a 1/4 inch diameter. We got to calling around and going to different places. Nobody has 1/4 inch. The largest diameter that a standard rivet gun apparently will do is a 3/16 diameter. So that's something to remember in the future. You can't find these big rivets. I guess this is just a production thing for Ford. They probably had them special made for this application, or they may be a commercial style rivet that I'm not aware of, and we're not going to go into all that. That's not worth it. We just bought some. We bought a bag of nuts and bolts. They're 1/4 20. We bought 1/2 inch long bolts, 3/4 inch long bolts, and 1 inch long bolts because we weren't sure how thick we would need all these to be. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking the 1/2 inch are going to do it. We've got 12 flat washers and then 3 lock nuts, which is
6 lock nuts.
6 lock nuts. It's like a standard lock nut, standard nut, but then on the opposite side you have a built-in little nylon washer that when you screw it on there, it locks it in place. Most of you probably know about lock nuts, but just in case you don't really need a lock washer when you use that lock nut. Once you tighten it down, it stays there. So anyway, we probably bought, the 1 inch and the 3/4 inch looks like they're going to be too big. We got $4 in this whole bag. We know we have whatever we're going to need covered here. So.
And we'll use them in the future.
And we'll use them somewhere in the future in our construction projects or whatever. So anyway, we're going to drill the rest of these rivets out, take that motor out, and replace it, and hopefully get Brian going so he can have some nice cool air in the morning.
You know it.
All right. Well, I already got the drill set up from the auto parts store, and again, I checked this drill when I got it out, and I'm looking behind here. Is there any track I might go through? Am I going to be able to hit the outer panel of the door? I'd hate to drill a hole out the other side of my door. If you push through these rivets and you're pushing hard, it might just shoot on through there. So, I didn't want to damage anything. So anyway, you want to just examine it and make sure you're not going to hurt anything. But from this situation we've got here, we're not going to hit anything it doesn't look like. So here we go. I'm going to drill the rest of these out. Now, the pin on these rivets, the pin in the center is steel, and if you look right here, Brian, that pin in this very center is steel, and then around it's aluminum. So when you drill that pin, it's gonna the bit's not gonna stay on steel. It's gonna want to ride over here in this aluminum. Well, you don't want to. If I was doing it up here and I'm in the center and it comes off that steel, now I'm getting out here into my door panel, and I don't want to drill my door panel out. So if you noticed earlier when I drilled at the auto parts store, I started going at an angle because when it slid off of that steel and it tried to go into just the aluminum, I aimed for center, and then when it started getting back to the center, I straightened it back out again. So you got to keep that in mind. You don't want to drill off center of that hole because you're going to have, this hole's going to be here whether you drill it or not because it's got something going through it. You get off center, you're going to be drilling another hole over here, which you don't really want to do. I imagine it'd still work, but that's probably not something you want to do. So anyway, here we go. Let's drill these bad boys out. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get them rivets out. Yeah, that other one went a lot easier, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to start on the side. Yeah. Not easy. center punch. All right, I tried drilling and it did not want to drill out. I guess you could see it slipping all over. So I decided to get my little tiny center punch here, a small size. What's that, about a 1/16 of an inch?
Something like that.
Yeah, because you want, well, you could use a bigger one, it wouldn't really matter. I'm sticking it right on the head of this rivet center post and give it a good whack with the hammer and let's see what happens. Look at there, pop the center right out. So I'm gonna do it that way. I mean, we're just making this up as we go. I'm not gonna lie to you because I've never done this before, but we're pretty good at cobbling. That one, there it goes. Got 2 more. What do you know? Learn something new every day. That one went right out. Now this is the one I was trying to drill on, and that drill was walking all over. Like, I'll show you again, but I try to get on that center. Well, there's such a small little tip there. It's about as big as this thing. You try and keep that drill bit on the end of there, it's just gonna slide off. It don't want to stay on here. It's very difficult. So I'm gonna try it again just to show you. See, it just jumps off the side. Well, I'll go drilling over here. I'm gonna be drilling in my door panel and not where the hole's at like it should be. So, luckily our ingenuity has got us into thinking this way. Punch these bad boys out. That's it. All right.
Now drill them out.
Now we'll do some drilling. So that was a center punch. Can you see what size that was, Brian? Thanks so dirty, I can't read it.
No size on it.
No, well, let's put it this way. It's yellow, and I think that's the color code for size. And that bad boy is about a 1/16 of an inch, but you probably could use a larger one either way. But I think that goes in that hole there better, but maybe even an 1/8. Well, that's a big hole. Shoot, it wouldn't matter. You could use a bigger one. All right, now we're using a, I don't even know what size bit I put in here. I just
1/4 inch.
guesstimated. Where's the box? Here it is. That'll tell me. By the way, these Milwaukee bits are awesome. You're going to find out we love Milwaukee. They make some good quality products. We are not being paid by them or anything. We just love them. And it is a 1/4 inch, yes. So.
All right.
Drill these bad boys out and put us a new door motor in there. Little guy be happy. Here we go. Oh man, that works great. Man, am I glad I punched them things out. That motor's getting loose now.
Mm-hmm.
One more. It's about to drop.
It's got 2 bolts holding it here.
Yeah, you can see that thing moving around.
Yeah.
Loose. Loose as a goose. So it looks like about a 7/16, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's what we got here. I'm gonna get this extension because that door panel is kind of recessed in there. Now get our ratchet that don't work half the time. That's working right now. Uh-oh. You just knocked our screws down.
Whoopsie.
You're fired.
It happens.
Okay, take this bad boy loose. I can see in there. Now, Brian said there might be something holding that window to that track, and I'm sure there is. So that whole thing might try and fall. You want to hold that window, put some pressure on it with your hand. That way it can't fall. There you go.
Okay, I got it.
Just in case. When I get that other one loose, I'll turn it out by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Magnetized.
What just fell?
It slid. It pulled itself against the. It wasn't all the way on there. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put my hand up in here. Hopefully it don't scissor down on me. And we should be loose.
Just gotta get those bolts out.
Well, there, that was simple enough.
Yeah. Okay, there comes the window. Slowly coming down.
I'm wondering though, because let's see. Well, it's scissoring back on its own.
There, need to take those bolts loose.
There
so
they are,
yeah.
7/16. Okay, so we're gonna pull this nut loose and get this window off. Okay, you're too close, I can't swing. There you go. I'll pull this thing off of here by hand.
Yeah, get the other one loose too. You don't want it to come apart yet because the window might fall.
Well, this is true, but I'm not going to push this bolt out. I will screw it back in a little bit. Okay.
Where's the other one at?
I don't know. There it is. So we might have to raise it. Well, we could let it down some more, I think.
Yeah.
See if you can let it down a little more. Will it come down any? Right there. Okay, see this big hole?
Mm-hmm.
If you look in there, I'm able to push this window down and it's lining up.
And there's the other bolt.
Yeah, so we got to get that out. Hopefully there's only two.
Yeah.
I'm going to need longer extension. You want to grab that long extension for me?
I can do that. There you go.
All right. This is going like nothing, man. Okay, here we go. You want to hold that window, right?
Yep. Don't drop the nut.
Yeah, I'm hoping not. That's a tight spot right there. Well, if it goes down there, we can probably fish it out. But I don't want to. Okay, nut stay. Ooh, it's not staying on there. Let me get my. Got it.
All right.
And in the handy dandy magnetic tray. All right. So
Now you got the back nut still on there.
back nut where?
Back here.
Oh.
On the bottom of the window.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that nut. I was looking down here. Hey, I ain't real bright sometimes. Okay, so is the window loose? Yes it is. So that's off of the window.
I got the window. You can let go of
I know
it.
that. I'm just using it for a way to feel it where I'm at. And there, push up on that window if you can. Okay, we're gonna get the window out of the way for a minute. Get your hand out of there.
Okay. You want to push up on it and?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You want to get some tape or something?
Where's the tape at?
In the back of the truck.
Where at? You brought some painter's tape, didn't you?
Just use that duct tape. Right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I got the duct tape. I was just looking for painter's tape because I know you had a roll.
Yeah, well, we'll just do it with that. Okay.
So we're going to use some duct tape to hold this window up. Painter's tape is preferred, but we can't find our painter's tape.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just stick it over the top. Get some on roll there. Stick it on that window. Right there. That should hold it up.
Yep.
So now, I'm gonna fold me a little. I know I'm pulling this back off of here, so fold me a little tab there. That way I got something to grab and just pull it right off. Okay, so we got it taped up. Now, getting this bad boy out of this hole might be a little bit fun. Wonder if it collapses right down. What do you know? Hey.
Watch out for those wires.
Finagle it around the best you can until it comes out of that hole. Maybe. Uh-oh.
Just parts of the rivet, I think.
Yeah, parts of the rivet falling off.
Woohoo!
There's the old motor.
I know what Dad's thinking right now. I could use that for something sometime in the future. I just don't know what.
Something. Yes. It could be used for something.
In other words, it's going to disappear when he's not looking and it's going to the dump.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the way it came out. So I want to turn it over and match the way it came out, like that, and stick it back in there. We also want to make sure, does this look like the same window? Motor and all. I'm sure it is, but... it looked the same.
Looks good. Let's do it.
Now, that one was in, it's not going to move. That one's in folded up position.
Well, you can hook it up and make it run.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this would be, okay, when it was in the folded up this position, that's with this all the way up. So that's with the window all the way up. So the window will be part way up. We're going to have to run it to be able to hook that up.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking what's the best route here. Do we want to hook this track on that window first?
And let it hang?
And then let it hang, and then bump this wherever we, or pull it wherever we need it till the bolt holes line up? I think that'd be the smart move, don't you?
Sure.
So we'd have to untape it. I don't know. Decisions.
Side note,
You see how
these little sweat bees love me. I got one on that arm.
Yeah, they do love
I've got one
He's apparently a tasty morsel.
right there. And I've got some somewhere on my head.
He's right there on your hair, yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so here's how it's going in. Spring out, motor down and to the left.
Mm-hmm.
This is the passenger side. So spring out, motor down and to the left, cable, feed that in there. It's going in real easy. It looks like. Let's see where that hole goes, right there. So, actually, this piece slides back and forth, it bolts right
Yeah,
there.
these come in here.
Let's get that in there first, because that's a solid that's not going to move once we get it
That's
in.
not a solid.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to move. Cool. Now, we got to start doing this other junk. So, man, I'm glad we punched them rivets out instead of trying to drill them out.
That was a lot easier.
Oh, Lord, and I'm sure a lot of you are like, you idiot, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, we may be idiots, but we didn't know that's what we're supposed to do. So we're going to get it now. We bought 12 washers. We're going to put a flat washer on the inside and the outside. I don't know that it's needed, but
Dad's a little overkill when it comes to washers.
11 cents, 66 cents total. We're going to use them. Okay, so them bolts are going to hold that in place. Now we got to get this motor in place. I can't do anything from this side.
They dropped me a little observation light down in here.
I can get it from when we get over there.
Okay.
I'll just reach through. Push
get
this
over
bad
here.
boy on.
Dadgummit.
Brian, back up.
This big dummy keeps hitting that pan full of screws and knocking them on the ground.
Hopefully we didn't lose little one, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this motor up there. Grab hold of it. Don't want to cooperate.
Can I reach in there and help?
I'm thinking I should have put the motor first. Okay, well there you go. It's in the hole.
I got it.
There, it's got a thing that holds it.
Yep. Oh,
Well,
what's falling?
everything.
Okay, that's the window track. But yeah, it does have this clip that when you stick it through the hole, it will hold the motor in roughly a location where it needs to be.
So, whoops, I lost it. Where'd it go?
Right there.
Got to get this thing tilted up. I'm gonna get one of these bolts in here. Shit. I need another bolt.
I got greasy fingers.
All right. Try it again. We bought all these odd size bolts. We weren't sure which one we'd need. We are using
The 1/2 inch.
the 1/2 inch. I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna see second time here if I can get this bolt in here.
You want me to do it?
Nope, I got it. Just gotta find the hole. It's very hard to get to. There it is.
All right.
Yeah. 1/2 inch looks like it'll work. If the lock nut will make it all the way down into the locking threads, that's gonna be the trick. If not, we'll take the washer off on
Put
the
it on
inside.
there backwards.
Nah, okay. It's barely gonna get into that locking thread. So,
You want the 3/4 bolt?
well, let's put it this way. The
Those aren't
panel is
locked.
where you'd want it. Yeah, but the panel's where you'd want the washer. We're gonna take this washer
Washer
off the back.
You pulled it out of the
I'm gonna get it lifted
channel.
up. I know. Okay, here we go. Take the washer off the back. There's my bag. Put this bad boy up again. Get all greasy. Ooh, it is greasy.
Mm-hmm. See if we can get you inside here and get a view of what he's doing. Yeah, I got a nice shot right now.
Okay, it's lined up. Here we go. Okay, look.
I'm looking.
Right here.
Yep.
Right here. Okay. Now that bolt sticks out a little farther. That little washer was taking up enough space. I don't think it was going to hold too,
Yep.
too good. Okay, uh-oh.
The arm gets stuck.
Yeah, it did. So you don't want your arm up there. You want it down here. That wasn't good at all.
FYI.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, I think we're sitting in fire ants because I am getting bit. 4.
You're sitting in fire ants. I'm sitting in the truck.
I only found 4. Did you sure you got 6?
You dropped one down in the door.
That's right. So there's 4 bolts. I gotta find number 5. Down in there and see if I can see it. I'm gonna need a magnet to get it out.
I'm looking with the camera.
It's way down there, on that end. Down there.
Where at?
All the way in the bottom.
I found it.
And you got it.
And there it is.
So, you're gonna kick my bolts off of here, don't you? Don't do that. Okay, I need that. I need 5 washers. And the rest of the lock nuts, don't I?
Yep.
I'm gonna get them all started before we tighten anything up.
Yeah. Just get it in place.
That way we're sure we can get them all lined up. So, washer, lock nut. Let's see what I can do here.
You got one right here at the top.
Yep. Hey.
That one went easy enough.
Yeah, every time we get these things in here and lined up, the better it's gonna get.
Yep.
I'm wondering if any of these are gonna hit door panel. Hopefully they're short enough. If they do, we can take a saw them off if we have to. Hopefully they don't hit anything.
I think we'll be fine.
Wow, that hole was lined up perfectly. Now this one's hard. It's exactly wrong angle for my arm. It's like my elbow's getting home. Oh, that's hard to do. They didn't make this easy. It sure would be nice if we'd have had rivets. We could have stuck this thing in here and riveted it down and been done with it. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. Now we got 2 left here and we're done. Or 3 left, sorry. The camera was blocking my view of one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get over there to get them,
Yep.
I guess.
Switch it out.
Hopefully. Now, you gotta be a
A magician?
magician to get this one in. Uh-oh. About to drop it. Hey! Uh-oh. Magic's about to happen. Oh! I cut my fingernails a little while ago. Well, I could use them fingernails right now. There we go. I'm like sliding my finger across it and there's no nail to grab it.
Really, he got a...
Don't cut your nails before you do this. You want them long and luxurious. You don't want short nails.
We moved back in the shade a little bit better, give you guys a better view. The sun was starting to obscure the view of what was going on.
And it was hot. I'm getting sweaty. I don't like it.
Poor baby, not getting enough airflow.
Uh-oh. Almost dropped that one. How am I going to do this? I can't get...
How about my arm in here?
Can you reach up there? Hey, there you go, little guy.
Hold on.
You got it?
No.
Don't drop it. You get it lined up and push it.
Oh, about dropped it.
Your thumb won't reach that far, will it? Get your height.
I'm not high.
Come this way.
I got it.
Okay. Push.
Oh, goodness.
Push, man. You can do it.
My arm's kind of wedged in here.
Okay, one more.
Got it.
And we'll have them all lined up. Then we got to tighten them up.
Got a big crease on my arm now.
Yeah, you big baby. Man, they don't like people
They don't like big people.
working on these things.
I think this truck was made in China where little people live.
Ah.
The land of little people.
I'm thinking that, unfortunately, this one you can't get it to it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like right up against the motor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this one needed a bolt on it first as we stuck it in here.
I don't like you right now. Let me see what I can do.
You can't get to it. Feel. It needed a bolt in it and then stuck in there, didn't it?
You're in my way. Let me get in there and
Yes,
see
sir.
what I can feel. Okay, so I'm going to try to stick this. There is, as you can see, there is, yeah, this hole where I'm covering up the light and the light is showing again. There's no clearance to get anything back in there. So we're going to have to put a nut on the back side.
Here, put it on like that, and then we'll tape it on there.
in this wrench.
You got it?
I got it, and Dad is going to tape it on one side. I don't need that much tape.
I know that. I'm just going to get it what I need.
Tape the back side of it. Thought you were going to stick that on my leg. I was about to hurt you.
Yep.
There we go.
That should hold it. Stick it on there good.
I'll push down on the top too.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay. Now,
hopefully that'll hold it till we can get this bolt in it. And you know what? We'll tighten that one first since you already have a wrench on it. Can you get it over there?
Ah, the magic of cameras allowing me to see behind there.
You got it?
there you go.
Okay, raise it up just a little bit. Right, no, a little bit more. And back that way, kind of. There you go.
All
Woo-hoo! Do
right.
not move. We'll get
Tighten that bad boy down.
the ratchet.
You can lose all those extensions.
Or one of them anyway. It won't let loose. There it goes. Okay. This thing is not in the best of shape. It doesn't work very good, but it's getting the job done.
Just spin it around. All right. Doesn't take much to bite when you got a 1/2-inch bolt.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
I think
That's
that's
tight.
going to do it.
Okay, let me try to pull this off. There we go.
Ingenuity. It works every
Yep.
time. Now, this is in place. That seems to be all in place.
Yes,
So
pull
we're going
it.
to have to hold every one of these.
Get that tape. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get on the back side of that bad boy, tighten him up. That's what I'm talking about.
So we're getting into the bolt sticking through it?
Yes.
Oh, it did there. I can see it.
It's on the
I don't
front
remember
side of
that
that
one, but if that one did, that one should have, huh?
Yep, I can't get this one from that angle.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
Lower the window down. Where's the
Well,
wire?
let's get these ones we can reach first.
Okay.
Well, I'll tighten these up for one thing. Watch us have to hook that window up before we do all this. They'll stink, won't it?
At least we know how to put it back together.
Yeah. Okay, where's that wrench?
Right here. See if I can see it.
Can you see it?
I can see your hand back in there.
Hello. How you doing? Right there. Can you get this one? Over here by the motor. I don't know about that. We got these two tight, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get that one tight? No. That's
Those
one
are
we
the
can't-
two that are lacking.
Yeah, I can't get on there. Look in there and see where I'm at.
That's on the back side of the motor. I can't see it. Here, let me try it. I've got a better.
Let me try the open end. It's not going over it. That's what it is. You have to use, on this bolt, right here, you have to use the open end of the wrench and slide it straight onto the screw head, or bolt head, because there's not enough space between the motor behind it to get a wrench in and then onto the bolt. So you got to slide it. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Let me get this tight first because I'm on it. Tight.
Okay, top one.
So those are tight. Now, what I was talking about, something.
Window just fell,
Oh, crapola.
and there's duct tape residue all over it.
Well, that's why they used that painter's tape. Oh well.
That's gonna be fun to get off.
Oh well. You can clean it up. It's your window.
Gee, thanks.
So look here, behind this bolt, you got 6 of them. The center bottom bolt, I could not get this ratchet or
Box end of the wrench.
wrench end like that and then on there because the motor, I was hitting the motor. It's sticking down too far. I don't know how far, but I could not get in there to get on here. So I turned it around and I felt around until I was able to do that and get on it. And then but on the back side of here, obviously. So something to note. Now
Two
we gotta
more.
do something about this window because that's not good.
Pick it back up.
Well, we could go ahead, the bolt hole's right here. We could go ahead and bolt it in.
Do
And
that.
That one's lined up there.
Do it.
We'll do it. Okay. This thing here, this piece here, it slides back and forth as this scissors up and down. This thing slides, so you just easily slid over. At first I thought, uh-oh, it's not lining up. But now I see all I got to do is slide it, let the window down. Oops, window's hitting this side. It's going to want to drop. You got it?
I got the window.
Okay, here we go. Bring it down. Oh,
How much more?
A
A little more.
That one's in. Hold on, let me get
Okay.
the other side. Drop it a little teeny bit right there.
Okay.
Back up a little bit. Right there, right there. Okay.
Both in.
Yeah, don't
Get your
do anything.
bolts or your nuts.
2 more nuts like these. Put it on here. I'm going to start this by hand again. Put it on my socket and get that one started. So now it's in place. Now this other one's the one where I had to use a long extension,
Yes.
wasn't it? So I'm going to grab that long extension. Put that bad boy on there. Put the nut in there. Go in this hole right here.
See if I can see it from here.
You want to see it from right here?
I got it.
Okay. And again, tighten them up. And we should be set. The window's in place. That's tight. You don't want to go super tight on them. It compresses that washer. The washer's kind of concave, and as you tighten it, it flattens that washer out, and that's what holds it in place. So you want to get it snug, but I don't think you want to super tight it, you know. These have lock nuts on them, so they should stay good. Now, getting to these again. That one, ooh, I can hold that with my finger. No, I'm not going to hold that good. Not going to get there, not going to get there.
What about running the motor up?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do probably, so I can get up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try this again. Hey. I gotta get into it. This one's gonna be good. Okay, I'm sliding it behind this mechanism here, and I'm gonna shoot up in there and drop it on there. I can use the box end, but I have to work it behind all this.
Okay.
So I'm up against the panel here on this side, and just slide my hand up there and up. There's something in the way there. Damn it. What is it? Oh, some of the motor housing. I wasn't behind this upper bracket. This upper bracket happens to be the lower bracket on this end.
Yeah.
I wasn't behind it. I was just getting behind this. Between them, actually. So I feel it. I gotta get it on there. There it is. I got my finger in there. Some of y'all might not have that long of fingers. Right now I'm holding it. We'll see how that works out for me. Hey, it worked. And again, these are lock nuts, so you get them good and snug. You don't have to worry about too much. I think the lock nut's going to keep it in place. Okay, now that
One
last
more.
one. I think running this motor to raise the window.
That's not the right harness. That's for the speaker. It's on the bottom of
I'm not
the.
gonna hook it up. I just felt of it, and there it was. The motor hurts. Hanging down low. Up high, down low, too slow.
Make sure you got the clip out.
So, tab on the outside, you got a rounded side and a straight side. So, on ours anyway, the clip right here grabs that little notch right there, and it slides in just like that. Push up on it, and see this thing popping out, and then boom, it locks it in there, and it's in there. So now when we turn the key on,
You got to put the window control unit back on.
and we put that window control unit in, it should run. So this is a temporary hookup just to be able to run that window out of my way. And I'm going to turn the key on. I'm going to move this window till I think I can get to this nut back here. And then I'm going to turn the key back off because I don't want that window going "Nyeh," and getting my arm. That scissor, that thing could just cut your arm in two or something. I don't want that happening.
He's a big baby.
Yeah, not today anyway. Okay. Put key in ignition.
I got it.
It's on.
And
Uh-oh. See, no worky.
you got it. You don't have it on position.
That helps.
Yay! There we go. Run it all the way up and get that sucker tight. Ho, 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 stop.
Why? Oh boy.
This little guy was still inside the door.
That is your lighting. Well,
Okay.
I don't need this extension anymore.
Nope.
We may be not perfect, but we figure it out and we don't give up.
That's it.
And that's what it takes to do jobs like this. You get in there and you work on it till you get it figured out. Right now I'm sticking this wrench in this way because I can get to the back of this nut, and I'm going to push it on there with my finger, and I'm going to tighten this bad boy up.
Right.
You don't want to ratchet for me right now. It's not tight enough yet. Okay, now, well. Oh, I'm about to lose my wrench. Got it. I'm having to hold it. You want to look in there and see if you can? You can't see that.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
You can see how I got my thumb on there? No, not really. See this? I'm having to hold it like this with my finger and thumb here, and then push in like that to keep it on that nut, like that.
Yep.
So, a little trick that if you're not used to doing that, a little dexterity will get you take you places. Okay, so we're good.
Now we just get to reassemble the door. Turn the key off.
Big dummy didn't turn the key off like he said he was going.
Yep.
Good thing this big dummy over here didn't push the button, so it's still on.
I turn the key off before disconnecting it. But yeah, run it, make sure it works. Doesn't sound the best, but it's running.
That tape was pulling the seal down.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's working. Let's see if I can pull this off of here for a minute. There you go. Just until we run that window down, that tape's grabbing the seal. I want to make sure it goes all the way down. Hopefully it stops. Down on the ground somewhere. I am very happy.
You're not as happy as I am.
No more crying in the morning.
I haven't had a working...
It's hot over here. I'm really hot.
I haven't had a working window since last September, so it's gonna be really nice to have airflow again, because if I turn the air on, he complains. And if I try to get him to open his window, he complains. So it's gonna be nice.
And all I hear is... But anyway.
You're very funny.
Yes, I am.
Okay, put that door back together.
Putting it back together already.
Turn the key off.
Turning the key off. You can't see me doing that?
Nope.
Hopefully, we got to get that tape off of there.
Yeah.
So guess what? Until we get home and clean that window,
I still can't roll my window down. I can crack it about a foot.
But you can't roll it down. You can just stick your ears out the window.
You saying I got big ears?
Maybe.
Smart ass.
Sorry. It's the truth. He takes after his daddy.
I can't stick a pencil behind my ear. What can I say? They stick out a bit.
That's funny. We were on the job, and I go out there and I'm like, I take my pencil and I stick, well, this is not going to stick, but I stick it on my ear. So he's a kid. He sticks his on his ear and goes clink, clink on the floor. He's like, he sticks it up there and it falls on the floor again and it didn't stick.
My ears stick out a bit too much for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put this back together.
Reassemble. You need your dust cover.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Dust cover, then the speaker.
You're smart.
I remember how this thing came apart.
Yeah, you do. We've been doing a lot of work. You got to overlook all the mess we got in the back of this truck.
We've been working about 7 days a week. That's why we've been behind on videos lately.
8 days a week.
We're not the Beatles.
I like to think we are. I've actually been accused of that a few times. Okay.
So, reassembly.
We want to get this thing
wiring units need to come
straight
through here.
There you go. That'd be the first thing. Hold that up.
I'm not holding anything.
You probably don't want to touch the sticky.
There are indentations in here, like right here,
I'm thinking the
that go in these holes. The speaker hole is a really easy spot to line up.
It's hard to tell exactly.
Right there. You see your indentation?
What indentation?
Right here, where it kicks in. No. Top left, your left hand.
What?
See this? Your left hand. You've got one at your left hand right now, and it goes in that hole.
Hey, you're smarter than you look.
I know, these dumb ears they're not all I am.
Man, I'm loving this. Ford did a good job on this sticky. What is that? That harness, I guess there's plenty of room for it.
Yeah.
What is that? You big dummy, huh?
Yep.
Hopefully that's all correct. This is supposed to be down so you don't break it off. Apparently, if you're not careful, this will... We don't want it.
No, Dad is the king of sound effects if you haven't noticed yet.
Yep.
Of course, with that supermodel white hair, he's kind of like the queen of sound effects.
Yep. I don't know if any of y'all know the Tradesman's channel online, but the Tradesman, he watched some of our videos and then he commented and he's like, talking about my supermodel white hair, and I really thought that was kind of rude, but I think he's just jealous because he doesn't have supermodel white hair. So, but anyway, the Tradesman channel on YouTube, you might want to check him out. He's building a barn. I mean, he's taking logs, he's sawing with a sawmill, which we want to do, but he's going a whole lot further. He is literally laying out all the joints. I don't even know what they're called, but he's chiseling and cutting these things and fitting them together and using pegs, old school, and he's doing it all by himself, and pretty good job. So he's like us, he's a contractor and he's really busy all the time, so his time is limited, but man, everything just lined up.
Yep.
But anyway, he's
definitely check out the Tradesman's channel. We'll put a link to it below in our description.
I'm wondering if this is going to all fit. I think it will.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep, I think we'll put that panel on there.
All right. Okay.
I heard all kind of nightmares about doing these doors, and I'm here to tell you, at least for us, this has been pretty simple.
I'm gonna grab this wiring harness for the light, and it's got to go back in down here.
True.
I can't see what I'm doing, so you may need to assist me with that. There you go. Stick it in and twist it a quarter turn.
So it's got you might not be able to see, let me block the light. See that little angled piece there? Mm-hmm. It goes in, there's two slots, one there and one there. It's got a circle with a square slot and a square slot on each end. Well, this thing goes in with
it slides in where the big opening is and twists.
Doohickeys in that hole and then twist, and it's a definite click. It's not even a quarter turn. It's about I don't know. It's not.
It's a tiny turn.
Tiny
and
turn.
Then these,
yes, definitely a tiny turn.
these need to go through. No, down here. That's the handle.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Just have them in line. Now we want to make sure all them tabs on the back, all of these things go in place. So let's start with the bottom ones and get them close. There.
Okay. Wiring harness.
Wiring harness comes out over here.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like we're getting in place, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's up against the door. It needs to be up against the door on all sides and the bottom.
How's our lock looking? Lock is looking good.
We're sliding down. Holy moly. We might have got it.
Back in place. All right.
Feels like it's in there. Yep. Now, uh-oh.
I was just fixing to say, what do we have screws missing from? Because we have a bunch of screws in that box.
That was a good practice run.
Light.
Light, schmite.
Where do those screws go? Oh, those go in the speaker.
Yes.
I guess if I want sound, it would help.
Yes, it would. We get a little ahead of ourselves. We're ADD and we go wide open. We've never been diagnosed. We don't need to go to the doctor for that. We figured it out a long time ago.
We don't have the time to waste because we're too ADD and too...
we never can make it to the doctor. We're always like, hey, let's go over here. Okay, wait a minute. Where were we supposed to be going this afternoon? Oh, the doctor. We'll get him tomorrow.
You need a 1/4 inch nut driver. It should still be on the floorboard.
I don't see it. I think it's back in the back, maybe?
Let me go look.
Okay.
It's a 1/4 inch nut driver. There you go.
Now, this is a little bit longer than I need, but it is nice.
It's magnetic.
It's got a magnet that holds on to it. We like magnets. They work good. Okay, did I plug it in?
Again, side note, if you'll notice on my arm, look at all the little sweat bees.
They ain't got to worry about that. They got to worry about how to put this big. Wow, you got like 4 of them on the back.
I know.
One there.
No, they're all over.
They're back here. They love you.
They do. They're on my forehead.
Morsel. Okay, plug speaker in. It's pretty obvious how it goes. It's, you know, there's 2 pins there.
It's only going to go one
Got a
direction.
slot here. That little catch. It's a kind of a rounded square with 2 tabs. Rounded square and things off to one side. The 2 tabs.
It'll only go one way. You can't mess it up.
You can't mess up. And you push that on in there. And if you didn't catch how to take it out, you can grab that little tab, pull down. It releases that little thing there. Nothing to it. So, music. Now, put speaker indoor.
I now have 7 on my left arm, and
Really?
4 on my right hand, and a few on my calf, and some on my forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they love my diet.
Whatever. I generally get them all started before I tighten them up, but I don't see how with 3 in there that it could not be lined up, and it was. I don't think you need to super tighten these. They're not
No.
going anywhere. Just get them good and snug.
Okay, door panel.
Let go. Okay, let's try that again.
Put the light back in.
We already did that a couple times.
Well, now you get to do it one more time.
All right. Put it down there in the bottom first. Get them lined up. Grab your connectors. Pull them out through the button hole. Get it up against the door. Am I still tight there?
Yes.
Tight over here, all the way. Make sure it's against the door, like this seam here.
Yep.
Touching metal from top to bottom. Make sure your lock's lined up. Push it down. Boom. You got a screw hole there. A screw hole there to fill with a screw, which are our last 2 screws in the pan here.
Phillips screwdriver behind you.
And a handy dandy medic.
Screw Phillips, not a
Oh.
1/4 inch. There you go.
Yeah, Phillips, whatever. That's my screw starter. I put my screw in there and it holds it pretty good just to get it in the hole. And then push on the screwdriver. Don't drop it. Spin it. Good to go. Good to go. Uh-oh. They stripped that one out in the factory. It's just going around, but it's holding.
It's not going anywhere. All right, 2 panels on the floor to go in, and that's it. 3 panels.
Clip, clip, hole, hole. I got a 3rd hole not being used. Bottom hole, top hole. Set this on here. Line that clip up. Say, get on there. It's on there.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and put the door handle again when. Well, this wasn't what it was.
No, that one's not a dangerous one.
We'll talk about this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to go that way, obviously. Slide this in here. Get it all lined up. I wouldn't like hit this thing real hard. I'm afraid them little tabs are pretty lightweight. Just kind of work it around till it's all in there. Looks like it's in. Yeah, I would not hit on that one. I would definitely push easy and just gonna have to adjust the little tabs on the bottom there. Well, I'm not gonna pull it out. They're really thin. I would not push too hard.
Very light duty.
I think some things are engineered to break if you're not careful. Now, these 2 connectors, let's see if
They
there's
each
any
have their own.
chance that the wrong one could go in the wrong hole. That one doesn't want to go in there.
Because it goes in the other one.
Ah, well, but interesting. I don't know. We'll just put it in there where it goes. Just make sure, you know, the button goes to the back. That's obvious. One of these, when you get them out here, is longer than the other. The one to the back obviously goes to the back, which is your up-down.
You're up, down?
Yeah, your up-down. There's got to be some way. They look identical. There's got to be something that keys them. I don't know what it is. I'm not really worried about it. It goes together, and it's going to work. This.
That's the tab you got to be careful of on the back.
Yeah, this you just hit it, pops down in there, and 2 little metal clips spring out and grab that. You would think it'd be the same on back here, but it's not. It's just that plastic thing. So if you came up and said, hey, I'm gonna take my door thing off and start prying here with a screwdriver, which some people might do, you're gonna bend, if not break, that tab off. So just remember, pry it on this end, and you don't even need a screwdriver if you got superhuman strength like I do. You can just pop it right off of there.
See, the thing is, he draws his power from that supermodel white hair.
Got it, baby. Oh, Lordy.
And that's it.
We're
Window's
done.
done. Woohoo!
Put the key back in there and try it one more time and make sure the door.
We have a working window, and we're in business now.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Down to the tape. Back up.
Don't use duct tape.
Lock works. We're in. Oh, wait.
Not just financial.
Radio works.
Snap noise.
Who you hang around
Yep.
with.
All right. Well, I think we are done.
Yes, sir. Nothing to it. I think anybody can change their door window motor out if they just put their mind to it. Take your time. Pay attention to what you're doing when you take it apart. Put it back together. Of course, we didn't know what we were doing with the rivets and all that, but we figured it out pretty quick. So
Yeah,
it worked.
that's it.
Yep.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and found it informative. If you like what you see, click the like button. Be sure to share us with your friends and hit the subscribe button below. And be sure to check back later. We have a lot more videos coming. Have a good one.
And check out the Tradesman channel.
Yeah, be sure to check out the Tradesman's channel. He's got some great stuff going over there. Have a good one, guys. I'm so excited, I have a window.